Hello guys, I hope you're doing well. Myself, I'm great because today we learn one of my favorite bands ever, the Black Keys, which just got to be a very cool song with a lot of big muff. So let's kick off. But just before to start, I will ask you a very quick question. What's your favorite album of the Black Keys? Answer in the comment section below. Okay, so today we'll see a total of 5 parts with some variations. So we'll see the verse, the chorus, the transition between the verse and the chorus, the solo, and the final. Okay, so we'll start with the verse. So for the verse, we have this main riff. So I use my big muff, as I said, and we start with a low E string 7 here. We do 5, 7 here on the low E string with alternate picking. And we'll come here on the 7 G string and we'll do a kind of quarter note bend. And with a ring finger, we'll come here on the 9 D string. Then we'll do a 7 on the E string and 7 on the A string. 7 on the E string, 5 on the A string. And then it ends with this. So 7 E string, 5 A string, 2 7s on the A string, 5 on the A string and back on the 7. So all that together. But this riff has a lot of variation. One, for example, at the beginning of the song in the first verse is this one. We start again with 5-7 here on the low E string, but here we'll play 7 not on the G string but on the D string. And we'll do a hammer pull-off 7-9 on the G string. And at the end we'll add the ring finger here on the 9 D string. So then we'll move to the A string for 7, 7 on the E string, 5 on the A string, and it's basically the same. But instead of doing, we are doing. So we slide from 7 to 9, and back from 9 to 7 on the A string. So slide on the D string, and back on the A string. So that's one alternative, but later on in the song we have some other verse with some other variations. So for example we have this one. So as you can see, it's a mix between both riffs that we just saw 1 minute ago. So we have this part which is exactly the same as the main riff, but we add the hammer pull-off of the second variation. So and then we are back here. And here you can finish with, or you can finish with. So as you can see, there are a lot of variations that you can do, but the main riff really is this one. Okay, so now let's move on to the next part, which is a kind of a transition between the verse and the chorus. For that part we don't need the fuzz, and what we're gonna play is so for this one we start with the 7 low E string, and we will come on the D string to play 9. So 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, and back on the A string for 9. And here we'll do a little bit of chromatic scales, so 8, 8, 7, and we'll do some power chords here. And the same here, so 5, we play the notes, and after the power chord. And we are back here. So let me do that again, because it's a lot of notes, so. And after we have a small variation of that. So we start in the same way, so 7, 9, and 7, 9, 7 G string, back to the D string, 9, 7, and back to the A string 4. So. Once again. Okay, so now let's move on to the chorus of that song. So for the chorus it's really simple. We'll play 7 here, and we'll on the E string, and we'll come here on the A string to play 5, and we'll do a quarter of note bend. The same here on the 5 E string, and we cut the sound of the 7 here, it's really important, so. And the last one we let ring, so. Okay, so now let's move on to the next part, which is a solo. That's my favorite part of the song. It's a bit easier than it looks like. It's really a pentatonic scale. And we will add some blue notes or some chromatic scale, as you prefer. Okay, so we'll start with a low E string, 7, 7. And after 7, E string, 5, A string. 5, 7, A string, and after we add, so 7, 8, 9 on the A string, and 7, 9 on the D string. So you can see it's a small group of 2 notes. A really similar pattern here on the 9 A string and 7 D string. So 9, 9, 9, 7, 7, 9 on the D string, 9 on the D string, and we'll add the hammer pull-off that we saw previously on the G string. And we are back on the 9 D string. So as you can see, it's really similar. Okay, so now let's move on to the second part of the solo, which is so once again we have the same pattern, 9-9 on the D string, 9-7, D string, G string, G string, 7-9, and here we have again like, so we had the blue note here, so 9-9, 9-7, 7-9, 7-10-11 on the G string, 10-12 on the B string, and now we'll move to the final part of the solo, which is so for that we do a slide 11 G string, 10 on the B string. So we do a slide, we play without the slide, and we do that again. So, and now we play both strings together, and we do a double stop here on the 7th. And on the 7 you can do a very small bend. And we are back on this part. Okay, so now let's move on to the final part that we will see today, which is really simple. It's just the final. So for the final, we just play some 7 notes on the low E string. So 1 and 3 notes. And it's important to cut the sound. You can add a small slide before to cut the sound, so. And here we are, guys. You just learned Just Got to Be by the Black Keys. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Please like and subscribe as well. And I see you in 3 days for a new lesson. Cheers!